eyebrows done, all that
Yeah.
good stuff.
Damn. Man, I'm a scraggly wolf. Hey, I'm just trying not to take a 2 and shave it all even. I don't have no. Can't. I mean, it sucks. I'm getting close. I'm getting close, but I'm just gonna let it grow out. Now I'm like, that's it. I'm just letting it roll. I'm
Holy
going
shit.
wolf man until they open up my damn barber. I'm
Oh
going
god.
wolf man. It's too generic just to go a 2 all the way across and just call it a day. I got,
Man.
I got to, I got to get faded and all that stuff. Hi, Street Beefs Go Pro.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh hell no! Don't do that. Mute it. Wait, I got. Where is it? Okay, 'cause I don't like hearing myself. That's hard. Hard. I don't know how y'all do it. No offense. How the hell do you even listen to? It's horrible. Sound like a dumbass.
What up?
I'm doing
Pretty
great.
good, can't complain.
No. I you ask away. I'm right here. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find you. God dang live. Go ahead. I'm listening. Nah, it's I don't. Yeah, no. I stream. Yeah, I'm on Twitch, and it's like I said. Ironically, it was because of Street Beef. So there for a while, I was just playing video games, and I refused to. I just refused to watch fighting. I wasn't really had anything to do with it. Wasn't coaching, and then a friend of mine, a Patty Ninja's like, "Hey, check out Street Beefs," and I started watching it, and I was like, "That's it, done." I was like, "This is awesome." Reached out to you guys. Next, you know, I'm live in the yard. I'm high five. When I finally found Joe, I was like, "Oh my god!" I ran straight up to him like, "It's Iraqi Assassin." I was a fanboy. I was fanboy. I did. Hey, I'm not kidding you, Rico. I seen Assassin pop up real quick. It's like, holy shit! I stared from across. I watched him park like, this is dumb, but I was about 200 yards away. And I started walking right at him, and I was like, I go, "You're Iraqi Assassin." He's like, "Seriously, Jens Pulver?" I'm like, "But you're Iraqi Assassin." He's like, "Yeah." I go, "Dude," because I watched them all. I watched from the very beginning. I've been watching this shit from day one. And so when I finally got to go, I was like, "Oh, this is unreal." Hell yeah. So no, it's cool. Real cool. Yeah. I laughed my ass off. It was tight. Hell yeah, dude. No, it was crazy. I loved it. I was like, yeah, it's just, and I tell everybody all the time, it's like, this is the perfect platform. It's a great platform for people to. I was that kid, man, the boxing gloves, going to my friend's garage, boxing with my friend, and all that stuff. I've always wanted to do this. This is giving you an opportunity to become, it's like it's amateur times 100 because yeah, everybody's doing. I'm like, we've created a legit little fight club. It's awesome, and you're getting that anxiety. Everybody shows up. Yeah, it is to settle that beef, but it's also it's giving everybody a place to go and just be that little alpha she-male, alpha male. Just get out, just test yourself. You know what I mean? It's a, I'm gonna smack you. You keep doing that. Crit it. Making me. I hate hearing myself. No, I can. You turned your mic on. I can hear it. One
That
of
was
you
me,
made
my
me hear
bad.
myself. Oh, you're all good, Rigo. I like the mess as
I
Iraqis.
was
I'm,
I was
I'm
trying
rolling
to
him up.
I was trying to look it up on YouTube, see if I could see any comments or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the comments myself. I'm doing the same thing you're doing, trying to find this thing. Last time I was watching a tape delay, so it's like, what the,
Oh, I can mute it. Okay.
I've got it. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on
Like, I
StreetBeefs
see Nick
Pro.
H. I see Sunshine. By the way, Sunshine, what your daughter name? I got to see that. Um, 1 second, real
I'm
quick.
just logging on my Facebook to see if I can flip that way.
Sophia. Sophia. All right. Wait, is Sophia watching?
That's a
Um,
regular.
Hash bin 85. Yeah, with Kenji Ride, the soccer kick. Yeah, we show it all the time on the stream. That's one of my go-tos. I got to show that all the time. You know what I mean? When I KO'd Kenji Ride, yeah, I'm watching the chat. I see it. I was just talking. Yeah.
I'm still pulling
Well,
up the chat.
oh damn, she's sleeping. I was all right. Well, hey, real quick, if I may, because I noticed this, man. I heard about that. They wouldn't even honk the horn or anything. Man, that's horrible. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sophia. Happy birthday to you. Many more, Sophie. Many more. So I can't believe they wouldn't sing to her, and she can't have the party. That's horrid, man. So I wanted to at least sing, and I'm horrible at it, but that's how we punish people, I guess.
Oh, I see the comments now. I'm so slow. Go ahead, Sunshine, Nick. Okay, there we go.
I have, but I want to break it down because you know how when I'm always messing around with chat and I'm watching the fights and breaking it, but then like I said, to be able to personally sit back and like with you and I, we went through all of your fights, and to have people come into Discord or even if you're in chat and you just come through, and then just to break it down. But yeah, I've seen him fight. I know exactly. I know the ground game. I was listening to him earlier, and why am I pix? Is that me pixing? Oh my God! My internet decides today it's gonna just do boo boo. That's crazy talk. All right, let me test my. I don't know. My and he decides to have like shitty internet when he does it. How's that for my? How's that for living? But no, ask away. I don't want to take. I remember when you was a coach on the Ultimate Fighter. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, it drove me shit house nuts, but it was cool. Season 5, man. Team Pulver winner, Nate Diaz, Manny Gambino in the finals. Yeah, oh, shit. That's crazy. See, I can't. Is it me lagging? Yeah, I don't think I do. We'll see. Let me see. Let me see
You
something.
guys both sound good to me.
That's what I'm saying, right? Is it me lagging and doing all this, Bookie? Because I don't know. I've got, I've got a 1 gig upload. It can't be me. 1 gig upload. Oh hell yeah! Oh, that's just crazy. All right. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. All that. Yeah, it was cool, man. Real cool. He's back. Get out. But yeah, sorry. I got sidetracked. That's what it is. Yes, we're doing with the Twitch. Yeah, go.
The Twitch, yeah, I seen I watched a little bit of the last one before I was working that he just posted like 2 days ago. I was like, oh shit, former fucking UFC champion, but he plays Twitch, fucking a game head, like dude, like it's so surreal. That makes me happy that I'm not a nerd alone.
Nah, man, gaming's a great way afterward. To me, it's like the time because it keeps you out of trouble because you have to have that downtime and you don't really get to go out socially and do too much because you're on a schedule, but you can't, so it's like for most people, they're always like, I'll tell you what, if you read a book, that's cool. You can spend a couple hours watch TV, but if I got time to watch TV or read a book, I'd rather play video games. I always played video games. It's always kept my ass out of trouble. So I love it.
Yeah.
But so I wish this stream would have been sooner. But now, like I said, the one thing that I like and why I enjoy streaming what we do, at least on Twitch, same thing, which because of Street Beef stuff, y'all can come in there and then we just break the fights down. And it's one of those things I won't do a gym. It's like, where do you get like a former UFC world champion just to pop in and break your fights down and sit there and BS, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's like, oh, you got to start a gym. No, this is my gym. Twitch is my gym. So that's where I sit and, you know what I mean? And I get to do all this, become a coach. I'm just going to be I'm going to be the Street Beefs MMA coach or something.
Okay.
Well, it's not even about challenge. Because if you start saying names, I'm going to leave a name out. Someone's going to get upset, or you know what I mean. So I always try not to do too much of like trying to hit names, but with your style. Again, the biggest thing that you can look at and what Street Beefs is, it's a phenomenal platform because it does one thing more than anything else. It allows you to work on that, to go live and deal with the anxiety. What makes it so tough for amateur right now, or for the MMA world especially, is a lot of people get really tough in the gym. When you're sparring and moving around with the same people, it's really easy because you get acclimated and you kind of know each other. So everything is fun and easy, you know what I mean? But that's what, again, when I seen Street Beefs, it's a beautiful platform. It's starting to help me. Trust me, I talk to Face and stuff. I've got an amateur program that I want to do with Street Beefs and do a Street Beefs MMA. And one of the things I'm after that because you guys are the one part that you're getting, it just is, it's so valuable, is getting that live scenario with a crowd and a camera. And that camera, you can be seen by millions of people. So anyways, get back to what I was saying is taking your time, go out there and give yourself, like, I'm going to win this way. Or in this round, I'm going to just use my hands. Don't run out there and just finish somebody really quick. Because, if it's a super beef, yeah, quick. But take this time to move around and really learn how to handle that live scenario, right? Learn how to handle the anxiety. And as we're trying to build, you're in the perfect platform to work on your skill sets and to be able to fire under a live situation, which is what's the best part about it. You get to get out there like, I'm going to win jab, cross, hook, rear leg. I'm going to throw it for a whole round. Or I want to work on my jab cross. Like you said, you've already got the wrestling and the clinching part, so work on a little bit of the stand-up. Put yourself into some dangerous situation because there's no better place than something like this to have to be able to work on it. You know what I'm saying? And so it doesn't matter who you're fighting, or it's about right now. It doesn't matter who you're fighting. You don't know enough about them. So it's about you building you. Fuck who you run into. You're building you. You know what I mean? And that's what I would tell you to focus on more than anything else is build, plan it out. Like if we were going to get on, when you go in and I give you a dance routine, you're going to sit there and drill it, and you're going to work on and add to it and stuff. Well, that's all you're doing right now with your fighting is give yourself the ability. Like I want to add this in. I want to jab, cross, hook my way into a clinch, to a takedown. You know what I mean? You have that's the beautiful thing about Street Beefs. God, man, it makes me want to get back in shape and just spar and have that live crowd and the anxiety again. It's fun, Is that a long pause, or you two can hear me like immediately, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It glitched for a second. But yeah, no, adding on to what you were saying, I just feel like with Street Beats, I'm able to just really, be who I am and try to work work on different things that I normally wouldn't do. So like these next few fights when I defend my belt and stuff, I definitely want to showcase different skills that people haven't seen from me yet in the yard, to show that I'm not one dimensional. I do possess, other, arsenals in my other weapons in my arsenal.
Yeah, and that's it. So what it boils down to, and what will happen is being able to, drill it, repetition, fill your autopilot, and then to get into a live scenario and add it. So just make sure you add it in. Like I said, I always use Jeremy Horn as my example because he's the fight. We used to tell him you can only win. Like I remember the first round, you can only win by a head kick. You got to win by a head kick. What? So he had to sit there and he could have went and did this, and this. Like, no submissions, no ground. You can only win by head kick. And we would but we'd almost make him call his shot. The reason why there's a lot of fun to that is to be able to get away from the nerves and get into the planning and the game planning and make it a game is, you know what I mean? That's what we got to do. This isn't street fighting where anxiety and everything gets in there and then you get all worked up for a minute and a half and then you get sick. And it's like what Faye says all the time, why people get so tired when they go into the yard, because the anxiety is still there. It's just like fighting in the UFC or any other show. You're fighting against somebody you know because you've seen on video. There's enough, and I promise you, more people will probably see you with that camera than was in most amateur shows. So you have all of that anxiety and everything. So learning how to move, giving yourself, making it a game. That's the biggest thing that you can do, right? Because that's what fighting is. We stop, and the other part about Street Beefs that I love is once you make it again, like I tell everybody, I stopped fighting the day I started fighting. No more fighting in the street, no more mess. It gave me goals. It gave me a purpose. You see, Street Beefs, even if that's as far as they want to go, it still gives people a purpose, and you see them coming back. And my point, to get to that part where you can get really relaxed and it's like your second home. So just to have some fun. Add in some, I'm gonna pop this in the first round. I guess what I'm telling you is give yourself more challenges other than just holding on to the belt. If, like I said, we're trying to get to that next level, we're building, right? So the belt is because the belt is unstoppable. If you're already the champ, right? And I mean, that just goes to show that you keep getting the best wherever you're at as you're building. But we're trying to level up, right? That's the gamer in us. We're always trying to level until we get to that final belt. And even then, point is, utilize this. And rather than just look at it more like, I'm not just going to hold on to my title. I'm going to go out there and show, I'm going to call my shot. What made Connor so much fun in his first couple of fights when he was fucking literally calling it, I'm calling my shot. And he's doing it around the same time, you know what I mean? But to have that in your head, drilled in. So that's what I would tell you to do now. As the champ, you have two things to think about. One, how dare you? I'm gonna clown you for even thinking you can touch my belt. And two, for yourself, is I'm gonna win this way. And then it just takes a bunch of setups and how we're gonna get there. You know what I mean? Sorry, I keep going on these long tangents. I talk a lot.
Oh no, man, I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, it just shows me, the level and the mindset, especially coming from you, because you've been there, you've been a champion, you fought the best of the best. So, to hear that coming from you is not only such an inspiration factor, but such a motivation as to what I want to do going forward, how I want to plan out to, win the fights, maybe what round, how I'm going to do it, whether it's via TKO, ground and pound, via head kick knockout, via submission, armbar, I'm apply the guillotine. So it just gives me such a different aspect and concept of like what I want to do next for the fights for sure.
Yeah, because you see, and it's like when people ask, like your game plan starts, like where's my game plan? The minute you step up to that cage, your game plan starts. Your game plan is how you're going to dictate movement, how you're going to go out there and impose your will. You know what I mean? Start throwing the flinches, start throwing the movements, little things like that. And that the game plan begins. And then it just becomes with like, you in your corner. We've been working on this. We've been working on this. Now let's go out there and let's start implementing this stuff and then open up your ears. So we have this connect, we have this line between us. Well, if you can hear me, now you've got those extra set of eyes watching you. you know what I mean? Or working for you, so to speak, and helping you beat your opponent. And that's one thing. So making this whole thing a game, it's like from the word go and just keeping yourself, you know what I'm saying? How to keep yourself in the moment and just building from there, keeping everything open, know the direction you want to travel, and then how you're going to get there. The cool part about that is also is now trying to figure out how to get this takedown. Damn, they can wrestle. And now that based on their game plan, he says, oh no. You hear that? He
Yeah.
says, oh no, come out of nowhere. Oh God, no. You cover your screen. He yells out loud, oh no. All right, continue. This is your thing. So just no, I can't see anything. I can just hear it. It's funny. I know. You're killing me. But anyways, so I'm just saying, Rico, that's going to be the one thing that's a lot of fun to watch you do, though, is, just give yourself that opportunity, work on it, Joe, and it'll keep you hungry, keep you constantly working on adding to your skills. And, you know what I mean? And you're always going for that highlight finish, but there's always the just in case or the I may have to work my way around it, right? And that's the beautiful thing about it. You have this goal, but maybe this direction doesn't. So we make a shift, and now we're getting it this way. We make a shift. We're going to get there. One way or another, you're going to get there, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we got from Caldwell. Look at that one from Caldwell, Idaho. Oh, hell yeah. Dang, it's been a minute. Boise and Nampa. Heck yeah. How you doing? Surviving, Susan? You good? I wish you got changed. Heck yeah. Um, Heck yeah, John Hall for sure. I just wanted to fight, so I figured I'd do something. Change it up. Change it up. Oh, who do you think takes out Khabib? I've been saying it from day. I've been saying it since before this fight. Y'all got to come into the stream. I was saying Gaethje. Gaethje is who I think can beat Khabib. I think he's got exactly the mentality. I think what he does, the way that he fights, I think it's. He was the one I said could be the one that dethrones Khabib. Mads, he's got the sprawls, the power, and I think the way he just fought Ferguson.
He just showed new wrinkles to his game we haven't even seen yet.
Yeah, it's because he when he adds a little movement and he stood just outside the range just a little bit rather than Gaethje was just come forward, come forward, come forward. Now he's learned how to pause for a minute, move, and then come forward, come forward, come forward. But he's still straight right, left hook, and he's in those leg kicks, those low kicks, man. Even Tony couldn't take those low kicks. That's got to say something because that'll be blasting out that front leg of Khabib. That's Gaethje knocking that thing out, man. Oof, crazy.
Mm.
Yeah. No, I'm just watching you guys. You all keep looking at chat or something. Y'all keep pausing. So I'm like, I don't want to talk too much. So I'm trying to sit back and be like, yo, what's up? Yeah, no, can't see you. Okay. I know, but it's weird because I keep talking to you even though you're not in the screen. You're the voice. You're just the voice. Man on Fire, by the way. I love that movie. But yeah, you the voice. So I'm in. That's my stream. That's my stream on Twitch TV that I've been doing. Um, like I said, I play video games. I usually take Monday, Tuesday off, but Wednesday through Sunday, breaking down fights, watching fights, always watching Street Beefs, busting down Street Beefs. You know what I mean? Anybody that wants to come in from Street Beefs or anywhere for that matter, I've got people that from different countries stuff have brought me their fights. We break them down. And it's literally one of those things where do you get the opportunity? I'm not saying it in a braggadocious, but you got a UFC world champion and will sit there and rap with you and break down fights and literally coach you for nothing. You just come in and for nothing. People are probably getting pissed that I do it. I don't know, but it is what it is. It's what I like to do. It drives everybody nuts. It does. Look at Rico. Don't jump in on that, Rico. Don't jump in on that, bro. It's hey, I'll tell you what it is though. But I pause because that's again one, you have to. I mean, I can't just bootleg everything, just keep it constantly playing. But but two, I know it drives people nuts, and I've had to get in a couple of battles, but I could sit there and and then just break the fights down and watch them and just sit there and because sometimes it's just like I said, this last fight, which was just the last stream we did, it broke my heart because here I'm listening to Ryan Bennett and Big Papa Schnocky, who passed away. And I'm like, oh my God. And I got to be taken back for a minute. I'm watching Jeremy Horn fight Babalu in this tournament. And the irony is I'm listening to myself, who was the commentator with Big Papa Schnocky and Ryan Bennett. And my friends have passed away. And, you know what I mean? It was one of those things that, so to me, it just, I like to pause and just kind of embrace and I share and do all that. But it's not, if you think we're just going to get in and you're just going to watch the fights straight ahead and we'll just bootleg them. Yeah, I tell people all the time, I'm the pause champ. I'll pause all day, all day. This is what I do. But if you want to watch it, and I tell everybody all the time, in fact, we've got a button. You can just go to Street Beefs. You can watch them upside down, backwards, lick the screen. I don't care. Pick your nose. I don't give a fuck what you do. You can watch as fast as you need to. It's all on you. You got this. But if you're in this stream, let's go. We pause a lot. A lot. You know, I'm the pause champ. I'm the pause champ. I can't help it. Rico, man, you see things, you got to just be like, and then I got to stop because I don't want to talk over the top. I don't want to talk over the top of everybody. So I'm like, all right. And I start telling it. I'm like, okay, I got to pause. And then, but what's crazy is sometimes that pause leads to another fight, to before you know it, I'm like, wait, where the fuck are we? How are we watching Tyson fight now? And then I'm like, oh my God. And then 4 hours later, we go back to where I started. That's just how it works. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how. Well, Rico, I had to figure out what the screen was. And I said, oh, well, it's this kind of fighting. Check this out. So next we're doing that. Then before you know it, I don't know if it was in a cricket field or something like that. Two of the biggest bros I've ever seen standing there with their war paint and they were in like, because, oh my God, we were watching sumo. Somehow we went from sumo to this Bengali or I don't even know what it was in a field, but they're out there. And they're massive, and it's like wrestling to the extreme. And they're in the middle of this big cricket field with it looked like just like a little the thickest thong I've ever seen, like the sumo wrestler. It was crazy. We went down a whole different, all because somebody yelled. I was like, what in the hell? Remember, someone walked into the cage. He said, ah, and he screamed at it. I was like, what the? That would work. Okay, Rico, hold up. Rico, if you walked into the cage to fight, right? You just as you get in the cage to fight, and I'm standing right there, and you're fighting me, and I go, ah! And I just scream at you. You know you're gonna go like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was a screech, a banshee screech.
Yeah, he's sitting there like a whole starter and shit. I'm just like, what?
Yes, because I pause, I go back. I pause, I go back, and I showed the moment. But then, like, we might see an outfit in the crowd. I'm like, wait, we got to stop. Hold on. I go back, and I got to see what they're wearing. I got to see what they're doing. Crowd surfing. Oh, it works. I didn't pay him to say this. I'm telling you.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm like, this is definitely not a battle cry. Like somebody help.
Yeah, it caught me off guard.
I'd be like, Code Red. Anybody help? Help. Pineapples. Fuck. What's going on?
So what y'all got going on now? What we got Wednesday? We got fights to watch. Saturday we got fights. All right, well, fuck all that though. When do we get to do street beefs again? How long do we have? What's the most dangerous weight in boxing? Anything from 154 pounds. Now, see, I'm trying to think. Let's go. Anything from, well, Cruz is what, 85? So, I don't know, 75, probably about 75 on down. The most dangerous. I don't know, 150 pounds. I'll fight some in the middle. Dangerous weight in boxing, 150. Something like that.
Goddamn. So I have a question for you. I have a question for you, Jens.
Sure. I'm listening.
So, after you won the belt and and things like that, how was as far as like your lifestyle change after you had became a champion? Did you find it to be a lot? I mean, obviously not a lot easier because you have people trying to come at you and all this fame and stuff like that. But how did you handle like the pressure, the fame that came with like being a champion?
Well, there's two things. One, I think I was lucky when the sport was growing, but it wasn't really that big. But what was weird about being the world champ is, like I said, I've said it a couple times, is I remember afterwards, and I tell people all the time, hell yeah, I went to bed, that thing was laying right next to me on the pillow. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night. I looked over, I looked at it, and I'm like, holy shit. And I remember just holding it in my hand. And I'm just like, holy shit. I'm like, I really did this. I'm like, I dreamed about this. I said I was going to do it. I moved all the way halfway across the country to Iowa to train with Militich and this, and I was going to be this world champion. And I'm like, holy shit, I did this. And I just sat there for probably about 30, 35 minutes, just couldn't, like, wow. I mean, and I think that's something, and this goes for anybody in anything that they do, man. When you have a goal and it's like your passion, it's your life, and it's everything, you've given up so much for it, and then all of a sudden there it is in front of you. There's a feeling, I wish everybody feels like I will feel that at least once in their life. You know what I mean? But then, of course, after that moment, then it's like, holy shit, now where am I going to go? They're all aiming at me. I don't like being up here on this mountain. I don't like, you know what I mean? I don't like having everybody stare at me. I was so used to climbing the mountain. But that when I got to the top, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, fuck this. I don't like this. That was hard for me. So that's something I definitely want to work with fighters on, and just people in general is, okay, well, when you get up there, how do you become the GSP? How do you become the Anderson Silva, the Bones Jones, and the skill set wise, or Mighty Mouth Demetrius Johnson? How do you become one of these guys where they're on these big streaks? What keeps them winning when they're at the top? It's easy to see what keeps you winning when you're grinding, when you're hungry and you're pushing. But what keeps you winning when you're up here? Simple. You have to have another mindset, which is, I'm going to teach you. How dare you think you can come in here and take this? I'm going to clown you. And that's where the gangster's got to come out in you, man. That's what I'm saying. That's when it's time to be that gangster. It's like, dude, I'm going to clown you. In fact, I'm going to beat you to the point that you don't ever even want the idea of you can come up this belt, and then allow that to become the motivation. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm telling you. The same thing when you go out there now as a champ. It's ironic, but it doesn't matter what level. But now you're at the top and everybody's gunning for you. This is what I'm telling you, Rico, is these are what you're going to, now it's like, all right, I'm going to show you why. it takes a lot of sacrifice to win. And what that should do is release the nerves and bring forth the anger in that aspect of, watch, I'm going to show you what this takes. Because if somebody was flexing on you on a personal, it's like, I'm gonna clown this fool right now because what do you think? You think you can disrespect me or disrespect my family, or you know what I'm saying, without hesitation. So why can't we do it when it comes to the belt? Yeah. That's where you got to learn, and that's where, again, something like McGregor. What I love about him is when you see him going through this journey. There's nobody can talk smack about that. People can say anything they want about him, but he had that goal, and then when he got up there, his mindset is through the roof. He's like, I'm going to show you. You think you want to step in here with me? I'm going to show you, because I'm going to beat you with this hand when I stop it right here, because you're too weak when it comes to this. Your feet are too heavy. Your movement's too slow. You can't, and it drives the other person up. But you see what I'm saying? He's at that level now of, I've hit the top. Now I'm just going to clown people for thinking it's that easy to get there. Make sense?
Yeah.
Give you that mindset to keep you motivated and keep you going. And it's something I wish I would have had when I was the champ. But that was one thing that I'd like to learn. So again, through my ups and downs, I've gathered a lot of information. So when it comes time to coach with you all, you know, I can be like, this is what I get, you know. Oh, heck yeah, Kyle. What's up, man? What? Oh, what's next for Masvidal? Oh, okay. Yeah, you was asking that. Okay, so here's the deal when it comes to Masvidal. And here's what I think when it comes to the baddest mother belt, right? This is a golden opportunity, I think, to bring in this is how you can cross promote. Because there's a Douglas Lima right now. He's a bad mother too, won the $1 million tournament in Bellator. But this would be because you're not holding up an actual, you know, world titles. And it's when you get to that next level, like Connor and stuff like that, where you want to just move around, fluctuate weights, a Diaz, a Masvidal. Let's just create these super fights that everybody wants to see. And that's something that, you know what I'm saying? Create these super fights and have different weight classes. But now you can cross promote.
Oh, do something, man.
Now you can cross promote and get other shows going, which, you know, I mean, I guess this would be the one opportunity. That belt gives everybody the opportunity to cross promote, and we could have some really big things happen. So with Masvidal, though, it's like, is he going to go for the UFC belt? And if he does, well, now you got to stick with the UFC belt. But with that BMF, with the baddest mother belt, then you can go around and you can, like I said, sky's the limit for Masvidal with that belt. Cute water bottle. Jens, when is your next fight? Oh, I fight it all the time. Anxiety. Oh, it's on a daily, bro. I fight all the time. I'm fighting daily. That opponent's a bitch. I'm trying to work on that one right now. But yeah, anxiety's the mother. Mother trucker.
Man.
I love you guys today. I'm looking. They're staring at different things. It's like, mother, who's my favorite Street Beefs fighter? Okay, well, I don't want to do that because there's a lot of great fights. Street Beefs is my favorite, and he already knows it. It's Iraqi Assassin because I was such a fan. I ran straight at him like, holy shit, it's you. You know, I knew who the rest of them were, but it was his ass because he would fight them all in the beginning. He'd just fight out there in a pair of fucking shorts in the dirt and mud, and he didn't give a shit, man. I'm like, that's my boy, man. I was like, that's Iraqi Assassin. Like I said, y'all think I'm playing. I've watched every one of these from the very first Street Beef all the way up, and that's why when I finally see him, I'm like, holy shit, it's Iraqi Assassin. I was it was going nuts. It was a low jog. It was a slow jog. I wasn't chasing after him. I was meandering. I was meandering towards
He's
you.
like, I'm like, come here.
Yeah, look at Rico like, yeah, I come.
Yeah,
He like, and
barking
then
at
he
him.
tries to run away, and I'm, don't you run from me.
like licking at the chomp.
Like, fuck that, don't you run from me. Oh, it's fat, but it looks bulky. I'm husky in a t-shirt. I put on about 20 pounds percent. But like I said, and again, it's like I'm just and it's been a lot of fun being a part of the beefs. And once we get the Rona, and we can all get back to it and have some fun and get the group back. It'd be cool. I'm excited. I really am. Am I just having internet issues on the thing?
Man, I'm just excited to just keep on fighting and keep on learning and growing, man.
See, and that's it, Rico. And that's the biggest thing. Like I said, it's a lot of fun just because, again, what I see, and this is what's really cool is, I see somebody just getting started. And to me, that's pretty exciting. And I didn't really have that before, but that's where I'm starting to, I can tell, like, okay, it's time to start becoming a coach. You know what I mean? I've gotten past where I'm sulking. I might have lost the internet altogether. You can hear me?
Yeah. Sounds good on my end.
Something's happened. I don't have video. On which one? Because I see I see Skype. That's what I don't understand. All right. I'm having my internet has got issues. All I know is I'm ripping almost a 1 gig upload. I can't even begin to tell you how gangster that is. If you play video games, that upload is everything. That's the lowest ping. You've appeared and shot before they even know that you're there. Nah, but the upload is everything, babe, for me. But yeah, Rico's in good, right? So it's just me keeps. Oh, I'm gone altogether.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think what I'll have to do is probably I'll have to figure out how to if we can try it again another day. You let me know. Look at this. I'm at an 800 download and a 1 gig upload. It can't be me. I'm flying. I'm flying. Oh my God, I haven't seen numbers like this. Oh, this is ridiculous. Look at that thing. What? MetroNet, boy. Oh, I got in so many fights with Mediacom that I finally went with MetroNet. Oh, it's just gangster. Yeah. Anyway. All right, dude. Bye, guys. Bye. Oh.
All right, so yeah, if you guys want to add me on Facebook, I usually accept everybody's friend request is Rico Tally. Then to follow me on Instagram is the Phenom_ Rico Tally. Boom.
Hey, guys. Thank y'all.
Thank you.